right, and then Bill.
Nestor, when they asked you to take the ball in short rest, what type of responsibility were you feeling being tabbed as the starter?
Yeah, a lot of pressure, obviously. Our season was on the line tonight or today. And I knew yesterday when Aaron Boone told me that I was starting today, he basically told me, give us whatever you got, whether it's one, whether it's three, whether it's five. And I was a little nervous because I knew, the fans and everybody was waiting for our victory. So, but definitely, incredible atmosphere, incredible feelings. Just happy to be here.
What was different with how you were putting hitters away in this game compared to Friday?
I thought I induced a lot of weak contact today. I wasn't trying to strike out the world. I wasn't trying to do anything different. I thought the cutter was really good early on. I combined that with the heater. That combo was effective today. And like I said, I induced a lot of soft contact, and that's the way that things went today.
Bill seated on your right.
What was your reaction, the team reaction, when Giancarlo hit that 3-run homer?
Incredible. I knew from that moment on, all I had to do was throw strikes and be able to get us as deep as possible. Like I said, I didn't know how far I was gonna go. I didn't know what my pitch count was. It was basically how I looked out there. And for him to give us that 3-run lead, in the first from the get-go, was huge for me, and it kind of calmed me down to just go out there and do what I do.
Could you talk about what makes him do so well in the postseason? He has 11 home runs. What makes him, shine?
He cares. He cares a lot. Before this series even started, this guy is just he doesn't speak very much during the season, but when he addresses the team and when he comes out and speaks, everybody listens to him because obviously he cares. He's been an MVP. He's done it all, and I think he's missing a World Series ring. So when it comes down to these moments, he's hands-on with everybody. He's giving us everything he has, and we appreciate everything he does.
The third row on your left, Nestor.
Nestor, how does it feel to come up so big in such a big game?
Feels incredible. Feels incredible to be able to do what I did today. Like I said, I didn't know how long I was gonna go out there. I was just trying to give my team quality innings, whether it was 2, 3, 4 innings, 5 innings, and it feels great to come on top and lead the team to the CS.
Ron, right up front.
What was the situation yesterday when Aaron told you were starting today? Was it during the rain delay? He called you into the office, walked up to your stall?
Yeah, we were waiting. We were waiting the whole night. I remember him saying like, "Hey, we might play, 8:50," and then started to 9:30, and then 9:45, and one thing led to the other. And as soon as they banged the game, he called me into his office and said, "Hey, we're gonna talk a little bit in between us, and I'll let you know." And maybe like 5 or 10 minutes later, he came up to me and kind of gave me like a high five and said, "You got it." So I knew from that moment on, it was game time, and I had to do everything to get ready for today.
So you were over by your locker when he gave you the high five?
I was actually in the training room, trying to get treatments done because I was available for yesterday if things got a little out of hand. But I was in the training room trying to get ready for today, and he came up to the training room and told me what I needed to hear.
Thank you.
Back center, Bruce.
Nestor, do you think that your fight in that third inning reflects on this ball club and the way that you guys battle as a group and continue to move forward?
Yeah, we've had talks in that clubhouse that we're family. No matter how bad things can go or how good things can go, we gotta stay level-headed and we gotta compete. We're the only. We got ourselves, we don't have anybody else to lean on. So for us to battle the way we did, going down 2 games in the series and Garrett Cole having that incredible performance in Game 4, it kind of lit a fire up, in me. This guy's the ace. We thrive off him, and for him to do that Game 4, it just left all the chips on the table for us to do what we had to do today.
Second row on your right, Justin.
Nestor, what are players on the team saying about having another opportunity to face and potentially beat the Astros?
Yeah, we're excited. everybody knows, we know, the whole world knows what kind of Astros team they are. They run well, they hit well, they pitch well. They're a complete team. And I like to say that we are too. So it's gonna be a battle between us two. We're going over there tonight. They've been a couple of days rest, but that doesn't mean anything. We go out there tomorrow, just like we have been doing this whole season and these 5 games, battling every inning, trying to win every inning, and let the best team win.
Standing on your right, Joel.
Pretty much everyone says they want the big moment, and not everybody can handle the big moment. Why do you want the big moment, and why do you think you can handle the big moment?
I got nothing to lose. I've been in the gutter before. I've been down. So for me, this is just a cherry on the top, and hopefully there's more moments like this. I feel like today I came in with the responsibility, in my hands to take care of the narrative, to take care of, what my career has been. And I was just happy I was just happy to perform and give my team, solid innings for them to be in the game. And obviously our offense broke out early. And that's kind of all we needed for this game. But, it's great to be in this position.
One last one for Nestor. We'll finish up with Laura.
Kind of jumping off on that, when Boone was in here, he said that when he saw you coming out of the bullpen years ago and you've been in a mop-up role, you already showed that you had that mentality to compete in these big situations. Do you think those more difficult years prepared you for a situation like this, or is that something you always had?
I think I've always had that fight in me. Obviously, what happened in 19, it's hard to say. I mean, I was trying to find a place in my career in this team. I probably tried to show more than what I can really do. Put me behind the 8 ball for a few years. But I was lucky enough for the organization and the Yankees to believe in me, to bring me back in 21. And from there on, everything just jump started to what I've been doing today. And like I said, I'm grateful for the opportunity they gave me. I'm grateful for everybody in the front office and, coaches and, down the line, for the opportunity to believe in me. And I'm glad I was able to show it today.
Nestor, congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.